was called for. Now the report is being filed today.
Yes. In seal cover.
Senior is appearing for which respondents?
Because I am appearing in 17, which is the tag matter.
I appear in 16 and 17 for the respondent, my lord.
But I'm in the same matters. I'm the petitioner in both the matters 16 and 17.
Yeah. And I appear for respondent 1 in 16 and 17.
What's happening?
That is item 16 WPA 356 of 2024.
Yes.
The first respondent is the state of West Bengal. Second is also the secretary. Third is the commissioner of police. Fourth, the director general. Fifth is madam, you are appearing for which respondent, madam?
I appear in 16, my lord, 16 and 17, where I appear for the respondent number 1, Mr. Goel, my lords, the former commissioner of police.
My lord, in these two matters, I appear for
WPA number 383 of 2024. That is item 16, my lords.
Okay.
My lord, all the prayers in these two petitions, I'm for the petitioners, are all now, my lord, before the Supreme Court, same one. And that's the aspect of revelation of the identity of the deceased.
Yes.
And my lord, there's a clear videotape where the respondent number 1, whom Ms. Guruswamy appears for, has on videos given the name of the deceased person in a press conference.
So, my lords, as to the question of identity, go ahead. Please go ahead.
I'm sorry, just 2 minutes. I'll take only 2 minutes. So now, prima facie, the offence is disclosed. There are two possible courses of action in my respectful submission, which your lordships can embark upon. The first is, my lord, direct them to register an FIR and monitor it yourselves because it's not before the Supreme Court. Alternatively, your lordships can direct them to register an FIR and, my lord, transfer it to the Supreme Court like your lordships have done in the other matter. It's up to your lordships, but the Supreme Court is at the moment, strictly speaking, only investigating the murder and any financial wrongdoing of that Car Medical College. That's all. The rape, murder and assault on the deceased and financial irregularities of the college, medical college. This particular aspect is not squarely before the Supreme Court, but even if it is, my lord, I have no petition which says so. There's nothing in any of the orders.
If I may just respond, I'll also only take 2 minutes, my lords. One, issue of questions pertaining to the identity, the revelation by functionaries and media is actually expressly before the Supreme Court. Even yesterday's order, and I am part of the matter at the Supreme Court as well, specifically yesterday's order is very categorical that multiple entities, including Wikipedia, should not reveal the identity. So these questions of identity is actually squarely before the Supreme Court. The last 2 orders of the Supreme Court deal with it categorically. I will have assisting counsel in your lordship's court. They can physically hand over a copy of the Supreme Court's order. Yesterday's order, specifically the Supreme Court asked Wikipedia to take the identity down. Now, to use these petitions, if I may finish, Mr. Jetmalani. Now, to use these petitions to further pursue a matter that is already before a Supreme Court and against an officer who's already been transferred is a bit unfair, my lord.
All right. Have you finished, Ms. Guruswamy? Yeah. Just a quick rejoinder. Before the Supreme Court, the issue is of all platforms which have revealed the identity to take it down. It's a civil injunction of sorts. It's nothing to do with the prosecution of this gentleman. And the fact that this gentleman has now been transferred, in fact, he's been promoted to a superior position, surprisingly, but that's not material here. The fact that this gentleman is out of the position of commissioner of police does not make a difference. The Supreme Court is not seized of the issue of the prosecution, which should have been undertaken a long time ago in view of the clear affirmation by him in a public press conference, which is all over the media, that...
sorry for interruption, Mr. Jetmalani.
Yes.
For the last 2 hearings,
yes,
we have not passed any orders except for this.
Yes.
This video footage, some WhatsApp messages.
Yes.
And there was a wrong reporting by a TV news channel about what the argument was placed by the learned additional solicitor general.
Yes.
We clarified that and we have not done anything.
Yes.
Further. because with the due deference to the orders passed by the Honorable Supreme Court, we
Yes.
thought judicial propriety demands that we defer hearing. So
Yes.
what our request to all of you is,
Yes.
because the Honorable Supreme Court is hearing the matter on a day-to-day basis or in short dates, and
Yes.
most of the learned advocates from the Calcutta Bar, they are
Yes.
also assisting the senior advocates there in the Honorable Supreme Court.
Yes.
We will adjourn this matter.
Yes.
Keep the issue alive.
All right.
Issue alive.
Well, we'll get a clarification from the Supreme Court on the next hearing whether this issue of the revelation of the identity is before it, the prosecution. Well, not the injunction, but the prosecution of the gentleman who's revealed it, namely respondent number 1. We'll get a clarification. And if it says you move the High Court on that, that's not before us. Then we will come to the High Court after Monday's hearing. I think the next hearing is on the 23rd.
Yes, yes,
is that
sir.
fair, Ms. Guruswamy?
Yes.
My lords, we can also have a conversation on what is actually punishable. What is punishable under the new BNSS is only publication, my lords, by the publications. But that's a different conversation.
No,
my
I'm
lords.
sorry.
Don't take my lord's time.
You're taking a very narrow view. By that view, every police officer who's investigating a case can reveal the identity.
I'm a very disciplined lawyer, Mr. Jethmalani. I stick to the law.
Yeah, no, but your construction is wrong with respect to you.
But it's been a great pleasure to appear before the Chief Justice here, my lords.
Yes.
And
Lords,
thank you for your time, my lords.
I echo that.
I appear for the victim family in item 1. There's only a clarification I'm seeking. So my lords are taking it out of the list, and the matter.
Yes, that's how normally in Calcutta High Court is
Please, my
done.
lords. Please, my
Let
lords.
it go out of the list for the time being, with liberty to mention.
With liberty to mention. Please, my lords. Very great.
That's the type of orders I've been following for the past
And
3.5
not only
years.
That is what I was seeking today, my
Not
lord.
only that, my lord, yesterday, my lord, before the Supreme Court, that one of the submission is that, my lord, regarding High Court proceedings, my lord, but Supreme Court says no. The High Court deal it in their own way, my lord. So that's the Supreme Court of
No, we
oral observation, my lord.
take upon
Yes,
ourselves
my lord.
this responsibility.
Yes, my
So
lord.
judicial proprietary demands
Demands, yes.
on our part.
Very grateful, my lord.
If there is any intermingling in
Uh,
it, if
because-
that is not so,
Madam, actually, we were seeing the order passed by the Honorable Supreme Court yesterday.
not
My
yet
lord.
uploaded, not yet uploaded.
Not yet
It's
uploaded.
not yet uploaded, my lords.
But from the newspaper reporting, it said there is also some direction to
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, regarding,
Yes.
because I was present there, my lord, I
Wikipedia
believe
says
Because the name,
the name
of the name
Yes,
of
body
the
is also
victim,
there.
my lords.
regarding
Actually, we
Wikipedia
had all
revelation
brought
of
that
name,
to
there
the
is two
notice
types
of
of.
the Supreme Court. The Solicitor General, I had also, we had all collectively bought it, and we have other parties have asked Wikipedia to take that name down. They had refused, so we brought it to the attention of the court, and the court has orally directed that order. The order will be uploaded today, I'm sure, my lords. We'll bring that to my lord's notice also. I'll make sure that the
Whenever
order
it's
is placed
uploaded,
before
we.
us. Yes, my lords. I'm so grateful.
Yes,
So
yes.
item number 15 is concerned, my lord.
Yes,
Yes,
my lord.
to a different.
No. What we'll do is we'll receive the report
My lord,
of the CBI.
my lord,
We will not open the report today.
lordship.
On the next hearing date, we will open the report.
My lord, I'll just humbly pray for one humble leave, my lord. Some other materials have also been collected by her own endeavor. The petitioner has collected some materials which are
Use the mic, no? So that
such perfidious.
use the mic
My lord.
so that they will also be able to
Mala.
hear.
My lord, the petitioner by herself, by her own endeavor, has collected some more materials which are even more perfidious and, so to say, condescending to the departed soul, my lord. And these materials need to be brought to your lordship
You
notice.
file a
I'll
supplementary affidavit.
file a
you-
supplementary.
and
affidavit.
Also, my lord, insists to communicate with the CBI for further report.
My lord, I will.
That is, you are appearing in WPAP 356.
My lord.
In terms of the directions issued, no, what we do is first paragraph. We have heard the learned senior, so on, so all the appearances you please note. The Honorable Supreme Court in a suo moto matter is examining the various issues concerning the incident which occurred in the RG Kaur Hospital. Taking note of the fact that the matter was pending before the Honorable Supreme Court, on 2 earlier occasions, we had adjourned these batch of cases. The Honorable Supreme Court has heard the matter on 17 9/2024, and the matter has been posted on 27th September 2024. In the light of the same, these matters shall go for the time being. In the light of the same, for the time being, these matters may go out of the list with liberty to mention. Full stop. Kara. In terms of the directions issued in WPAP 356 of 2024, dated 5/9/2024, the Joint Director, CBI Kolkata, has filed a report in a sealed cover, which we have received as presented by the learned Additional Solicitor General. The report be retained in the sealed cover, and the same is not opened today, and it will be opened on the next date, subject to further orders. As observed earlier, let all these petitions for the time being go out of the list with the liberty to mention. Yes.
Deeply obliged.
Yes.
My lord, I
There is just
am
one
item number
correction.
11, my lord. I
Yes,
have a simple
Yes,
humble
Dr.
prayer.
Saha, what do you want?
Yes, I want that this my PIL is not really linked with any of the other. So it may be out of the list and heard separately because it is purely on patient suffering and government failure to the mandated responsibility.
No,
my
Dr.
case is
Saha.
different, my lord, can be out of the list and heard separately, my lord. That's the humble prayer.
We will definitely hear you. We will definitely hear you separately, no issues. But the Honorable Supreme Court is also dealing with the issue with regard to the doctors to report back to duty. So
Yes.
therefore, it won't be appropriate on our part to issue any directions on the next date. Whenever a time comes, we will hear you separately. Definitely, we will hear you
That's all
separately.
right, madam.
Just one more. My matter, serial number 17, may be tagged with the others. Although
Yes,
it's
sir.
going out of the list, let it be tagged with the others.
Yes, sir. Up to that is 1 to 17.
1 to 7.
My lords, just one correction, if I may suggest.
Ah.
My lords have said that the matter is posted for 27th, but that is a computer-generated likely date because the order is not uploaded. So my
The
lords, it's
matter is likely to be heard.
Tentatively, it's
Right.
case
Likely to
status.
be heard by the Honorable Supreme Court on 27th September.
very grateful, my lords.
We are informed. You had that.
Very grateful, my lords.